Welcome here to another stunning day in Alpes d'Huez. Pic Blanc just behind me there, just over 3,000 meters. We're at the top of the DMC lift here, about to drop from about 2,700 meters down to 1,800 meters. And I'm gonna pick the worst route I can find. Now, this is about as busy as Alpes d'Huez ever gets. This is around the New Year's holiday, pistes are heaving, and it hasn't snowed in nearly 3 weeks. So the conditions you're going to see are less than perfect. I want to be as honest and as transparent as what I'm skiing on as I can. And I'm going to show you a few little tricks of the trade, some things I'm dropping in there to make it a little bit easier for myself along the way. A few little hints and tips to help you out. So, here goes. There is, look, the queue to the Pic Blanc and the exit from the DMC. I'm dropping straight into this blue couloir piece, one of the classic routes down, the most skied route, I'd say. Now, this was perfectly groomed first thing in the morning. It's definitely worth getting up for first lifts if you like a smooth piste, because already now you can see these bumps starting to appear, and that's the less steep, shallower bit. Now, I've done this deliberately very late in the afternoon rather than doing it first thing and saying everything's great. This is the true view of what's going on as they come into the steeper section, and you'll see people kind of all over the place. And straight away, I've started to mix up some skills and techniques rather than just hammering down. I should say at this point, if I've done it right, the data's on the screen, it shows you my speed, my elevation, the gradient I'm on. My aim here now is not to impress, it's not to show off. It's more just to kind of show where I am and what I'm doing. And I'm really blending skills together here. If you don't like bumps, or the little patches of ice that are in between these bumps, like that vicious looking one just there, or if you don't like avoiding people that stop in the middle, this is really difficult and really hard to ski on. If you like them, and I've got to be honest, I kind of do, really good fun. Nice challenge, makes you think about what you're doing. Check my shoulder. Whew, it definitely gets the heart pumping too. So that was the blue piece, the couloir, dropping now onto the chamois, this red piece. And you can see the difference straight away. Because it's been skied so much less than that popular blue piece, it's still pretty good snow in general. The occasional little bit where it gets a bit crispier like that, and again mixing skills away from the bumpier style skill I was using earlier into I want to call it braquage. It's like an advanced side slip drifting over the ice. And if you're not expecting it, skiing on that stuff, and I hear it in the bar every night, it's icy everywhere. Well, bits of it are, sure. Most of this, though, has got this nice, like, sugar coating top. And you can really get an edge into it, get a nice, powerful turn. Cuts in there well. Woo. Accelerate down this bit. Yoo-hoo! While we're coming through here, if I've done it right, you've got a couple of views going on just now. Should have one that looks kind of like Grand Theft Auto, or a little mini drone following behind me. That's the Insta360 bag mount that's attached to the pack I'm wearing. Completely hands-free, just strap it on and let it do its thing, as it were. And the other one is the classic helmet mount. Sticking out the front of my helmet just here, looking a little bit like a Teletubby, but giving you a pretty great view as I cross this cluster bit just here. The cool thing about these cameras is I've just hit record and film everything, and then when I get home this evening or tomorrow, I'll make that 360 bubble style view look a little bit more normal. So I could just go crazy and go, look, you can see everything. Or actually back to normal sort of view like it is now, becomes a lot more pleasant, I think, to watch. This is Chez Roger, the green piste, coming down from 2100. You can see it's bumpy and lumpy, and the beginners here, I'm going to give them some space and take it slow. Struggling down through the bumps because it is soft and difficult. In fact, look, someone's taken off their skis and walking. It does get tough if you don't know how to see this stuff. A moment of shameless self-promotion is, if you're not already aware from this channel, I'm a ski instructor, a snowboard instructor, and my personal speciality is the off-piste skiing. Although I do teach all levels from beginner to advanced, so I know what it's like for these guys struggling down here. And most importantly, I know the different techniques that you can throw in there to survive and get by and not make it just, I hate these conditions. You can actually make it quite good fun. As I pop through the tunnel, over some bumps. So if you are coming to Outdoors, do hook me up. Contact details, in fact, all the details are in the description of this video. There's the Spot Cafe on my right, just there. But yeah, all the details of the cameras I'm using and how you can get some discounts if you do fancy getting one of these cameras. The skis, the poles, the goggles, the clothing, everything. It's all in the description of this video. Let's move on, because this is another little pinch point, let's call it, where a couple of green and blue pistes start to come together. It's soft, kind of wet, I want to say like spring conditions. If you come out in March or April and it hasn't snowed in a couple of weeks, this is the sort of thing you can expect. This soft, lumpy snow that almost feels like heavy powder. And like I said, if you know how to ski it, you can get through it. It's really quite fun. If you don't, this is probably, for some of you guys watching, your idea of hell. In which case, book a lesson, come get involved. It looks a lot more crispy, see the change of snow. So mix up that style to a drift. And I'll tell you what, I'll go the long way home. Whee! Over towards Club Med and the Altiport part of town, just to see one of the nursery slopes and see that actually I'm pretty sure the nursery slopes are going to be pretty dreamy. Another little crisscross of two pistes. That's one of the routes back from the famous Suresnes piste, the longest black run in Europe. That's my left. Down here is a little nursery slope. Some new magic carpets. And way back to Club Med, as I mentioned. It's firm snow for sure. It's definitely not bumpy. It's a lot smoother, and that's where, if you're going to learn something, drifting, side slipping, or even 360s will make skiing this stuff much more effort than just slamming on your edges and trying to brake and finding it a struggle and a battle. And there we have it. Just made it down to the bottom. That's Marmot's #1 in front of me in the Berges area of town. About as big as the queues ever get for that one just now. But like I said, this is New Year's holiday, so this is as busy, as packed as it's ever going to get around here. And that's a little bit of a ride along. Once again, all the details of everything are in the description. Any questions, don't forget to drop me a little comment. Tell me you like what I'm doing, tell me you don't. But do hit that little subscribe button to stay up to date and informed of what's going on. There's going to be many more of these videos, as well as some more teachy-based, tutorial-based videos coming out throughout the winter. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys on the snow out here soon. Bye! Having just got to the end of that video, this is now the very next day after filming that blue skies, everything. I thought I'd give you a little update that the snow is dumping. That's Marcel's Farm Bell. Perfect soft snow on the piste. Zero visibility, but so much snow is coming down. This is now back at Marmot's 1, and that same Berges area of town you saw just at the end of the video a second ago. Again, right at the end of the day, this is 5 o'clock, sessions are just finishing up. but so much snow. The next week are going to be completely different conditions once again, so stay tuned to the channel. Another update coming in a week or so. Okay,